Alright guys, I've never done this before, but I'm going to try and give you 5 tips that will help you in ranked. And it really will help you in ranked, and it will help you improve towards your ranked games and do better in ranked. Now, you'll need to listen and pay attention. This is the first time I've done this, so like I said, I'm going to struggle with trying to word things and get things correctly. Hopefully people will put things in the comment that might help me, and if people do enjoy this, then I will continue in looking for better tips to help you out. But I am going to start from the very basics of what you need to learn in a ranked game, and what I identify as the main problems I've been occurring within my games in ranked. I am a platinum player due to the fact of the players that I constantly get put with and the ones that I am against. I get put with bronze players, why I'm against platinum players, and it becomes highly frustrating. And half of the time I am not over exaggerating either. If my live stream got watched, you would see that I'm more of a negative area of what I get put with, which makes it frustrating within the ranked game, and you will occur this yourself. And it will frustrate you and it will knock your morale down, but you got to remember you're coming up against people that are the same skill or better than you. That's a tip, but that's free. That's not one of them. So the biggest tip of all, and what you should notify and what you should take into account and consideration, is what your teammates have picked. What characters have they picked? Are they a defensive, are they a assault, are they a healing, or are they a recon? Which characters have they picked, and how can you use them to your advantage within the game? Okay, that's your first tip. The second tip that I believe you should notify within a ranked game is the location where your teammates are landing. Okay, where they are landing as well. Are they landing for a looting area out of the way of the enemy, or are they going straight in for the battle and praying that they find a decent weapon? This will notify you of what type of person this is. This is why I say you need to notify this. If they are going off in the distance to loot, they are more likely a passive player. It means they don't want to engage and they'd rather stay camping for the whole entire game. If they are rushing straight in for the battle, this will mean that they are aggressive. If there is someone that's landed mid-range close to the teammates but out of the way of the enemies, this means that they are a tactical player. They have landed there because they believe they'll be able to get a weapon and provide cover fire for the teammates if needed. Otherwise, the good player will prioritize on looking for whatever he needs to help his ability. For me, I land, I find a gun, and I look for an optic. And that's what makes me improve within my game. So number 3, the thing that I like to take on within my game, and everything that I will dispute within this video, are things that allow me to know whether I'm going to have a good game or whether I know that it's going to be a bad game. That I will be able to identify this through these tips that I am giving you right now, all 5 of them. And the third tip that I actually take upon are all my characters using their abilities. Are they using them correctly? Are they using them wisely? You know, what are they doing? Are they using them at all? Have I got a Lobola that's not putting down her ultimate ability, even though he's got his teammates begging for ammo? You know, is there a Revenant that's not using their ability? Is there an Octane that's not really using his ability when we've knocked someone, or even worse, 2 people, but they've managed to get the res because he chose to run across and lose his health? You know, how are they using those abilities? Are they using them correctly? Okay, your position, can it be compromised at any point? Is basically what I'm saying. How can it be compromised? That's another thing. Where can you be flanked from? So here, the only area really I've got to worry about is this zip wire, and to be a bit more tactical, if there was an horizon, I'd probably have to worry about this angle. Right, I haven't got much of a threat up here. I actually have the hierarchy. The only difference is they've got a better angle of shooting up than shooting down. So that's it. You know, here is not really a good position if you've got two enemies stood in a line over there ready to shoot you while you're trying to 1v1 this person. Okay? Now, this approach would be, because they can't see you, and you can sit here and shoot the person. That'd be perfectly fine. And you can retreat for cover here, see? There's also cover here, but that would expose you to the other two enemy. So I wouldn't risk this one. I would go this way. And that's what you need to think about your awareness. You need to think about where you are. Can you retreat? Can you fall back? Is your teammates there to help you with your decision? That's one of the things you need to learn. Once you do this, you're fine and ready for the next step, which is number 5. Obviously the 5th one, once you've conquered the self-awareness, is team awareness. Where is your team? Where are they locating themselves? Are they going for high grounds all the time? Are they going for low grounds? Are they rushing? What are they doing? We've done self-awareness, so you should be aware of now what you're doing wrong. That was the 4th step. Are you not pushing enough? Are you not healing? Are you blaming your team instead of thinking of what you could have done better? And that's also with the 5th one as well. You have to think of what your team could have done better. Could you have positioned yourself in an angle where your team could have got that 20 damage that you needed to finish that person before you engaged in that 1v1? Once you have managed this, you will honestly become a more better player, and getting to Platinum will be a lot more easy of a success for you. The only problem is once you reach Platinum in ranked, you will be coming across people that know everything. Okay? This is not a step, this is reality check. And on reality check, you are coming across people similar skills as yourself. You are competing against a mirror image. You are not just competing against one, you are competing against 3, and how many turn up at the scene. If there is 9 squads there, you have 9 times 3, or whatever squads are in there to deal with. This is a lot harder to deal with on the reality check because the possibilities are highly possible. Now, don't get me wrong, a skilled player can survive this, but it needs to be a coordinated team, or a load of bots push. You know, if a load of bots push, it's really easy. You just get armor swaps and kill them. They miss most of the shots anyway. So, right guys, so further upon on the reality check is you have to learn to combat this. How I've learned to combat this is not very well. I really struggle to get to diamond in my own process of combating through ranked. Ranked, I am constantly as a solo and it's very unpredictable. If I work with my teammate, me and him as a duo usually do quite well, but we suffer on the underhand of not having a third person. Now, that causes issues between us because when we find someone that we can work well with, they don't want to join anyway because they believe they did most of the work. So basically what I'm saying upon this with a mirror image, that you're dealing with people that are better than you and people with your same abilities as you, right? You're also coming up against people that know res times, they know how long it will take you to heal, they know how to use all their abilities when you get into Platinum. Platinum is a whole different world in the ranked area for some reason, and I don't know why. But as soon as you enter Platinum, you will receive a whole different style of game. For some reason in gold ranks, a lot of people just push and push and push, which gives you a lot of easy free shots. In Platinum ranks, there's very little opportunity of getting free shots on people. These are taking cover, they know head glitches, they know things that are going to irritate you and boil your skin. And it's awkward to deal with. But all you gotta do is always reevaluate yourself. What could you have done better in that situation? Don't sit there and blame your team 24/7, because it could have been your fault. Now don't get me wrong, if you've solo pushed a full squad and knocked 2 and your teammates are still full health, there's probably a reason why you got knocked. 1, your teammates were nowhere near to engage. Happens a lot. Sorry, welcome to Apex. Or number 2, it wasn't your team, it was you. And you pushed and pushed and pushed and didn't look at your radar to have your team's whereabouts. And it really does get people killed. And it doesn't just get people killed, it will get full squads wiped. I gotta admit, and all within ranked, if you are a person that likes to rat your game out instead of playing and interacting with people, you will not surpass platinum. And if you get to mastery, it will not be long before you're back in platinum if you continue playing. So play the game. So you're making it boring and really long loading screens to get in a ranked game. I gotta try and edit all this, so I hope you guys wish me luck. I hope you enjoy this. I hope it helps, and I hope it gets a single view and maybe 2 likes, but who knows.